Yo, YouTube. What's going on? Me and Johnny just hopped in a Zoom call today. We're gonna do another call review, but first, we're just gonna start it off with a little bit of a conversation that we were having a little bit earlier prior to this call. So we're just gonna pick that up, let you guys hear what we basically talk about and how we conduct our conversations and what's going through our minds and our businesses right now, and then we'll get into the call reviews. Make sure you guys do all the normal stuff, like, comment, subscribe to Johnny and myself.
All
Um,
that.
yes, sir. And let's get into it, bro. So, like I was saying earlier today, um, I've been making a lot of calls and I'm trying to pivot between finding motivation or how motivated are you, right? So like earlier per se, I was making a call and I've been getting a lot of guys like, well, if I don't sell, then I'm just gonna end up keeping it. So what's going through my head is like, is every lead that we turn to a deal going to be someone who has to go? Or are we gonna be able to make something shake with these people who don't necessarily have to go, but they're motivated to sell? Does that make sense? And then my other question is, does that even count as motivation?
That's a good question because honestly, right now, I don't know, right? I think motivation is pretty simple to find until you start getting in those phone calls. And then it's like, man, is that a good lead? Or are they just telling me all about the property, but they don't really want to sell? Like, are they
Right.
bored and so they're entertaining a phone call with a random guy? Or is there actually some pain in there and some hidden motivation for them to want to sell their property at a discounted price, of course?
Right.
So, I mean, I wish there was a one size fits all answer, but it's one of those things where you gotta kind of feel the conversation and feel where it's going. I know a lot of the
Yeah.
phone calls I had today, I actually saved some of them, put them in that funny category, just because like this is a perfect example of somebody who was talking my head off, and I just ended the conversation quick and abruptly because they didn't have any motivation and they were so high on price that it was just a waste of my time. So that was
Exactly.
I got some of those. I'm gonna have to find them in here, but for
Exactly.
sure, for
And it's
sure.
funny hearing you talk because you might have answered my question honestly, because you said, is there motivation there enough for them to accept a discounted offer? So you answered my question. A lot of these people, if they're not going to hear what they don't want to hear, then odds are no. So I you answer my question there. So they have to be in a situation where they're out of luck. All they have is this discounted offer. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like to me. But then, me, I feel like I'm always missing out on opportunity. Like I'm like, well, what if I could have just thrown an offer at this guy and he would have took it?
I got the FOMO, the
Exactly.
fear of missing out. So you better than me, man, because I like a lot of times I call and after the call I'm like, yeah, they don't want it, or they weren't good enough. Like they're
Right.
not somebody who I want to work with. And then
Right.
sometimes I have a phone call and I get off quick. I'm like, man, I probably should have just dug in a little bit more. Maybe that could have turned into something, but probably not. On to the next, right?
Exactly.
So it's like a numbers
Exactly.
game, but at the same time, it's like you gotta quickly measure that in that quick conversation you're having with these people. So
Right.
that was man.
You have any good conversations today?
Yeah, I did. Let's see. The longest conversation I had today. I don't even think I got close to like 7 minutes. I think all my conversations were under that. Um, let's see. Let's see. You know how we went through that filter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go to like just my leads for today. And my longest one was right under 6 minutes. So I
Nice.
got 6 minutes, I got 3:45, I got 4:12, got 3:48, and I got 1:54. And I marked it as a lead. So I'm interested to see what was said in that conversation for it to be a
Right.
lead.
154. Yeah, right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm coming in around the same 3, 4 minute mark. I do have one outlier at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, but sometimes you get people who go and ramble and stuff. But that was my longest call. I do have one call that I definitely want to listen to. That seems like, in my personal opinion, kind of textbook of a wholesale call. Like her motivation, she didn't seem like she had to sell, but I'll let you listen to the call. But she's an older lady. She doesn't even live in the property. It's vacant. She lives with her daughter. She's in and out of the hospital. She's sick. Um,
She's
so
motivated.
yeah, the
She's
properties, she said there's holes in the roof. There's all types of stuff going on with the property. So I was like, bruh. And I asked her how much she wanted for it. We'll listen to the call, and she said that she wanted $12,000 for it, right? So I'm getting giddy. I'm like, okay, hold on, let's see what this is. I go to look at the comps, man, bruh. And hold on, let me rewind, bro. I looked the address up because a lot of these listings, a lot of these leads I get are just in the middle of nowhere.
yeah,
This
yeah,
one is this one is like right outside of out of Memphis, right outside of Memphis, bro. So I'm looking at the map. I'm like, bro, this might be the one. The block, bro, nothing is selling over like 20 grand.
really. What zip code is it in?
38107.
That's why. That's a terrible zip code. That's why. The terrible
Had,
zip code.
had no clue. Everything over there is trash. But yeah, bro. I don't know. I think the call was pretty good. I think that
Yeah,
it's what we're looking for when we're looking for wholesale leads. So
that's
you
what's
want to
up.
jump into the call review, or you have some other things you want to touch on?
Yeah, why not? I feel like some things will come up and we'll touch on them as we go.
Awesome.
I kind of
Can you
wanted this to be more like informal. I know that we're in the YouTube world and we're gonna post this, but me and Dorian just having a conversation how we always do, and we're just blessing you guys with being able to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, I'm taking notes on my iPad, so if I'm like writing while listening, that's why.
Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen here.
All right, look, be very, 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 very careful with sharing your screen. So
Okay. And I'm showing property. Hold up.
yeah, I was about to say you don't get us flagged, man.
I can't move off of it. I got this Zoom bar. All right, let me go here.
Yeah, you getting us flagged, bro. Hey, if
All
y'all
right, I'm
can't
off it.
watch
I'm off
this,
it.
blame Dorian.
Nothing else. I don't got nothing else. Zoom is butchering me because it's not. I got this toolbar at the top. All right, so let me play this real quick. Um, I actually did this wrong. So let me stop sharing my screen. Oh, share sound. There we go. All right, bet.
How do you hit? Wait, is share sound in the YouTube thing?
No, so when you share your screen, it'll ask you what screen you want to what screen you want to share, and then at the bottom there's gonna be like an up arrow or something like that. It's gonna say audio settings, and you're gonna click share
Ah,
sound.
okay, perfect.
Hey, Kathleen.
Hello? Yes.
Hey, this is Dorian. I had a quick question for you. That property on Decatur Street, have you ever considered an offer on that?
Well, I have, but they haven't came through with it.
Gotcha.
But
Who was that?
Bluff City.
Gotcha. Okay. And you were gonna say something? I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
You said what?
You said but, and then I cut you off.
It's Bluff City.
Okay, I gotcha. What has you interested in selling it?
I was interested. I am. Soon I get away my fun of them.
Uh, gotcha.
They
What?
have.
Why are you interested in selling it?
They have. You said what?
What has you interested in selling it?
Because I'm staying with my daughter and I'm not able to stay at my house. I mean, and at the hospital.
Oh, I
So
gotcha.
that's what. Mm-hmm.
So is it empty right now? You with your daughter right now?
It's empty.
Okay. Um,
Mm-hmm.
how far does your daughter live from it?
She stays in Raleigh.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Mhm.
I'm looking at the pictures here. Looks like you had it listed with an agent.
Uh-huh.
Um, have you done any work to the property since you had it, since you bought it?
Mm, when I was staying in it, I did. But since I'm not staying in it, and it's
Uh-huh.
just and it's still,
Okay. What type of work did you do to it?
it needs a roof on it and a bathroom needs redone and the bedroom in the back need a ceiling.
Okay.
That's
And
it.
have you done that yet?
No, I have not done
Okay. Gotcha. Awesome. Awesome. So you're not living there. I work for a couple of home buyers in the area, and they're looking for some property to buy, stick some renters in, and or um, just buy and hold. If they came back with a price that you liked, how much time do you need to get everything situated?
it won't take long. If I can
Okay.
just get away from front of them, get away from front of them, I'm all right. I'm ready to sell it to whoever want to buy it.
Okay. Gotcha.
As is.
As is. That's how we do it.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Um,
it's been over 6 months.
since 6 months since what?
Since I heard from you.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. You still paying taxes and mortgage on this?
My house been paid for. I've been paying
Gotcha.
taxes on it. I don't have no mortgage or nothing. I just been paying taxes on it.
Okay. Yeah, that must be a headache too, paying taxes on
Yeah, it is.
that.
Oh no, it's not a headache paying taxes on it.
Gotcha.
It's not at all.
Gotcha. Okay, so
hmm
you're the only owner on this one, it sounds like?
I am the owner of it.
Okay. You don't have any
Yes,
like
me, myself, and I.
you yourself and I I
Yep,
love it.
just me, myself, and I.
The boss lady, huh? I love it.
Yeah.
All right. So I definitely want to get with my team, see where they're coming in and see if they're interested on this one. It sounds like
hmm
if they give you a price that you liked, would there anything be stopping you from even making a move, or are you ready to go?
No, no, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Did you what were you wanting for that property?
I was asking for 15,000 for it.
15,000?
Yeah,
Okay.
15,000. Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's what I
So
was asking for.
gotcha. And it says here that it's 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get with them and see what we can do, and then um, I will give you a call back. Is this the best number for you?
Yes, it is.
Awesome, Kathleen. Awesome. So yeah, I'm going to get with them, see where they're coming in at, and then I'll give you a call and see if we can get something going for you.
Okay.
Awesome. And my name is Dorian
Dorian what?
Stevenson.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. Well, we will keep in touch. I'll be reaching out then.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
All right.
All right. That was it.
Bro, that's what's up, bro. So I wrote down two words. I
Yes,
wrote
sir.
down tone because you matched her tone great, but I wanted to fall asleep because you did such a good job matching the tone. Because she was
Okay.
kind of low and speaking slow, so you were low and speaking slow, and I started getting sleepy.
Right.
But you did a great job matching her tone though, so that's what's up. And then I wrote hospital because at the beginning of the call she spoke about how she's in the hospital. and you did what I did the other day. Like, oh, really? Yeah, anyways, back to your house. Anyway, talk about
Right,
that.
yeah.
So that was just an opportunity where you could have slipped in like a comment or something and just had her talking a little bit, not to just deep dive into her business, but it was an opportunity for you to dive in. What's the ad? If you could put the address in, really, if you could text me the address real quick, that'd be great. That
Got you.
38107 is a terrible, terrible zip code.
Awful. Absolutely awful. I
But
saw
go ahead.
I saw one comp over there and it sold for like 100 grand, but that was like a year ago.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it up real quick. Like I said, I know, excuse me, a few people who buy out there, and a lot of them don't want to touch that zip code. But if we
Mm-hmm.
can get it at a low enough price and make, $1,000, $2,000, like that's better than nothing. But
Exactly.
you know, but it is a tough, tough zip code for sure. But yeah, those were the two things I wrote down. You kind of went through all the pillars pretty easily. It's just so like, I love hearing your phone calls because me and you are just like polar opposites on the phone. I love it. I love it, bro. Like it makes me think. It makes me like, oh, maybe I should start saying something like that, or oh, I don't really like that. It's like a yin
Right.
yang going on in my head. I love it, bro.
Exactly.
All right,
I'll
give
be
me one
taking your
second.
sauce a lot too. You say some things, I'm like, I like that.
Yeah, let me try that out. Also, too, next time I pull lists, I am making sure that I don't include two ones. Two ones are they're not good. People don't like
Yeah.
two ones for whatever reason. And the fact that this is under 750 square feet and a 2-1, terrible.
Yep.
So I blame myself for not getting that out of it. All right, give
And
me
what are people looking for the YouTubers?
three twos.
Three twos.
A
That's the
thousand
magic
square
number.
feet. 3 2's the magic number. Everybody wants a nice 3 2. So that's a 3 2 or above.
Yep.
Um, three
Square
fours
foot.
are tricky. People don't really like 3 4s, but they can make something out of that bathroom.
Right. And square foot will vary depending on your market and everything.
Yeah, I usually like to
You know.
go above 1,000. I don't want to be below 1,000. But like the sweet spot is 1,300 to 2,000. That's like the sweet spot that I've seen at least.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, they making these
what is
twos.
this? Oh man, yeah, this property needs some work.
Hers,
You said what?
her property.
Yeah, and all the ones around it are boarded up.
Exactly. That as soon as I went to Street View, I was like, like I didn't even have to look at the comps, bro. I didn't even have to look at the comps. You
Yeah,
could you could just
go ahead.
no, I was gonna say you could just tell off Street View, like all the houses around it look exactly like that one, bro.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna get ARV, you're not gonna even it's not gonna be too much higher
This knees deep in the hood.
in the hood.
Knees deep. But I'll send it to my guy and see what he says. I know
Yep.
you're gonna say something smart, but I'll send it to him. See what he says. But yeah, that's what's up, bro. Like, good job. Because now that's a
Appreciate it.
good one. And I feel like she likes you based off that conversation you had her giggling and everything else. It sounds like
Right.
she don't need to be dealing with this anymore.
Right.
So,
That's
I
it.
mean, might hit her with a super low number and go from there.
Right. But the reason I played that one first because that's what I feel like maybe that was the closest thing I felt to like a good wholesale lead, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, where the location of the property was just not the best, but have she had she have been closer to Memphis or in a more hot place, what?
This one's in Memphis.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean the
this.
city, like,
Oh, you're talking about like the okay.
yeah,
I see what you're saying now. But yeah, I mean that's a wholesale lead right there.
right,
That's like you always ask, oh, what does a lead look like? That's a lead. That's
Right.
somebody who's ready for a number right now.
Right.
Right. Somebody who's ready to go right now. So give me 1 second. Let me try to find one.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what I got. Let me try to share my screen.
Yeah. So when you share your screen, before you share it and click share screen, it'll show the window will pop up, right?
Oh
To
yeah,
which
and it
screen you
says
want to share?
share sound.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Share audio, I think.
Mono or stereo?
Stereo.
What's mono mean?
Mono is always one ear. Stereo is always both. So I don't know what it means, but just pick both stereo just to be safe.
I gotta unlock my computer to allow Zoom to access the audio.
It's the Max, man. They think Zoom trying to hack you.
Uh, that's what you want.
Hey, when I was staring my screen, was my camera still on or no?
Yeah, but I don't think it's on. Like, oh, you can only see where my mouse is moving around, right? You can't see my
Yeah,
face.
I can see your face. Yes,
Oh, then you could probably see your face too. I wasn't. I wasn't really looking.
that's cool.
All right, hold on. All right, I'm just gonna pick a random one because I don't know how any of them sound.
But
So give me 1 second. I'm gonna do the longest one and just go from there.
cool.
Hey, is this Christina?
Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that louder than normal?
Perfect.
No, this
Hey,
is
I'm
Gary.
looking for Christina.
She's not in.
I was calling about one of her properties on Baden Circle. Would she even be interested in the offer for that?
Probably not the one for Baden Circle, but we own 4 pieces of property that's acreage up on.
So I don't want to play this one. He owns 4 acres in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, which is a highly sought after area.
Mm-hmm.
The problem, and there's $1 million houses built all around it. The problem with the acres that he owns, they're at the base of a hill, right? So there's a house, a deep slope. He owns the land with the slope and the deepness. And then the land comes up, and then there's another house on the other side. So the land that he owns is in the base where
Right.
probably nobody wants to touch that. So
Right.
I'm gonna skip past that. And then we're gonna randomly select this guy. We'll see what we're working with.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeffrey, this is Johnny. Look, I don't want to waste your time, man. I was calling about that property on Nashville Highway, seeing if you consider an offer on that.
I just go out. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you looking to sell it or what?
Well, I'm not going. I'm either going to sell it or I'm going to rent it one.
Okay, is it vacant right now?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. How much do you want for it?
I hadn't really settled. I hadn't really settled on the price.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that dang houses are higher than shit, boy.
I know it. And interest rates and everything else. It's a mess right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now, who are you?
My name is Johnny Stewart. I live in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I own a business called JS Property Investment, and what we do is we just buy properties and basically get everything that we can. you know,
Right. You
I'm
get everything as cheap as you can and sell it as high as you can.
Nah, I'm 23, so I'm trying to buy and hold everything and just build my portfolio out.
So Dorian, I attack it at a very different way than you. And sometimes when I hear it, I'm like, dang, maybe how should I attack it, right? Do I attack it as, hey, I'm working with other people and they're buying it, or do I attack it like I'm the buyer and I just keep it moving?
Right.
For me, I feel like it's just easier for me to be the buyer because the conversation just gets easier and I don't have to deal with questions about it. Um,
Right.
Whenever I get to the point where I'm getting somebody to go under contract, I let them know about, hey, I might assign this. I'm gonna market it. So
Right.
I'm always open in that aspect. But in the first initial call, hey, I'm looking to buy. And then
Right.
people ask me, I heard it multiple times today. Hey, you're just probably trying to buy it low, huh? I'm like, look, man, I'm young. I got time. So, I mean, if it's a good deal, I'll buy a rental. I'll do everything. I'll buy and hold it. Just, I'm looking for something. And in
Right.
one of my calls earlier, I said, I mean, I'm an investor, so I want the best price, but I'm willing to find something that works for both of us. So that's kind
Right.
of the angle that I attack it at.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, obviously, I'm an investor, so I'd like to get a deal, of course, but I'm not here to just lowball you and try to do that. That's why I like to ask what you want, like what price, so I can
Well,
try to make that work for you.
it'll be up around 200.
Yeah. Does it need any work right now, or is it ready to be rented as is?
Well, what it is, I've got my dadgum car and still some stuff down there. I couldn't rent it exactly right now.
Yeah.
See, I've got a dadgum '03 GT Mustang sitting in there. It's just got 11,000
yeah.
miles on it.
That's
It's like
nice.
a brand new car.
Yeah. Are you a car guy?
Kind of, but not really too. It was my mom's what it was.
Okay.
That was my mom's house.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
So I'm the only one,
Yeah.
So there the car sits, and it's never set out. It's never set outside the night.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's just got 11,551 miles on it.
Wow. I'm sure that's a beautiful car.
But yeah, other than that right there, yeah, you could start renting it.
Yeah.
Because my daughter was living down there here just a little while back.
Yeah.
And they moved to Watburg.
Does it need to be updated or anything, or like when was the last time the kitchens and bathrooms got updated?
It's not been long at all. The kitchen's completely pretty well done. It's got all new black backsplash and all new cabinets. Hell, there's $5,000 worth of cabinets in it.
Oh,
Just
awesome.
hasn't been put in.
Awesome. What about the bathrooms?
It's in good shape.
Good, good. And the roof and everything is
The house is in really good shape.
Yeah.
Do what?
Are there any like anything major that I'd have to do, or it's in good shape, it's ready to go?
No, there's nothing major you'd have to do.
All right, perfect.
There's no furniture or nothing in it.
Yeah, it's ready to go. Just got that GT outside.
And got that GT, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna take a look at it, and if we can make it work, then I'll give you a call back.
All right, I'll talk at you.
All right, Jeffrey, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, listening to that back. No motive. I didn't get the motivation out of him. Didn't have to even think about getting the motivation. And getting that would be easy. Like, hey, when he says he wants to sell it, hey, why are you looking to sell it?
Right.
That simple to get the motivation out. Didn't get the
Right.
motivation. Didn't get the timeline. Didn't even think about getting the timeline. Didn't ask him, hey, when are you ready to sell? Nothing. Nothing at all. So that is a D- call. Because 2 of the 4 I didn't even think about getting. So I mean, as far as getting the condition, I grilled him on the condition. Price,
Yes,
I
you
got
did.
the price out of him.
Yes, you
But
did.
the other 2 things, I didn't even come close to even hinting at getting those out of him. So that is something that I definitely need to work on. And you see how I was saying, like, hey, I'm so used to my phone calls being drastically different with these foreclosures. Because
Right.
I'm not talking about all this when I'm talking to people in foreclosure.
Exactly, because
It's not even that I know. It's like, hey, I'm trying to help you, right?
Right.
And
Right.
9 times out of 10, I have somebody in that market who's going to go see it anyway, so I'm not worried about that.
Right.
right? I have somebody who's gonna go to that property and give me a number, and then we go from there. So
Exactly.
I didn't have to do any of this.
Right.
And it's just so funny now that I'm listening to my calls and really like when I first started, I feel like I was way better than I am now. I feel like I got good, watched a lot of videos, got good, stopped doing it, lost all my juice.
All the sauce. It was a great call. You were just missing the timeline, like you said, and the motivation is what I have written down. Um, but honestly, bro, I'll give you a plus. I'll give you an A+ in keeping the conversation going. In the beginning, he picked up and he was very skeptical. Who are you? No. There was almost a quiet pause, but you took that and did what you were supposed to do with it. Started asking questions, got into it. So tell me about the condition. Tell me about this and that. Yada yada yada. I also do like how you were setting expectations. I'm gonna steal that from you. Right out the jump, you said, I'm an investor. I am looking for a deal, setting expectations. So if you're willing to sit on a call with me, knowing this moving forward, you really
Yeah,
can't get mad later when you know what I mean? When I throw
I
you
throw
that
a price
that
tag on
offer, because I told you. So I really like that how you set expectations in the beginning of the call. I'm an investor. I'm looking for a deal, but at the same time, I'm trying to make sure that you're set also. I love that. So I'm going to take that from you moving forward. Um, when you got the motivation, I noticed that or not the motivation, when you got the condition, you asked him if he had gotten anything done within the last 5 years, right? And in my book, he didn't answer your question. He he told you that he said something about it hasn't been done in a while, or what did he say? Or I got it done recently,
Yeah, yeah. It's
something.
been
So
a short while. Or some he said something like
in a
that.
short while, right? So my question, I would have liked if you would have been like, well, what's a short while? Because like sellers are gonna say, oh yeah, I just got it done. But like in the last video, they got it done in 2009.
Yeah,
So
exactly,
he could
exactly.
tell you, yeah, I just got it done a short while ago. So now you're going in thinking it's gonna need a little bit of work when whole time it's a 1980 house. They didn't do nothing to it since 1990.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's about it. I liked how you played back to the Mustang GT. I do like that. You guys talked about it, got off of it, and then you sprinkled it right back in later. It's like when the conversation and he starts to get a little weary, you sprinkle it back in and brought his energy right back up, and he got excited again. So I like that. I was like, yeah, I like that. That was a good little effect you did there. But
I'm
that was a good
listening.
call overall.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate your feedback for sure.
Yes, sir.
That's one of those things.
All right.
I was just listening to it like, wow. I need to sharpen up because that's not good. But the reason why I marked him as a lead though, back to kind of what we were talking about, because
Yeah.
he's ready for a number,
Gotcha.
right?
Right.
He's ready for a number, and it's not. Oh, I like I don't want to sell. It's vacant
Right.
right now. He has no use for the property. He's ready for a number to get it off his hands. So
I
that's
love
why I
those.
marked him as a lead. So yeah, play something else you got, man.
Bet. And I want to say vacant properties, maybe we should just start just throwing them offers anyway, no matter how, you know what I mean? Because if they're rented or if there's a person, if they're living in it, then obviously they say that I'm gonna just hold on to it, then you got to just let it go. But if it's vacant, I feel like we have a little bit of play with that. Like, okay, it's not doing anything right now, sir.
There were
So
some people who were like, "Yo, just give me a number. It's not their property's vacant because I have it."
what was that? I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you deal with people who have a vacant property who are just like, "Yeah, just give me a number," because I haven't dealt with something that's vacant where they're uppity like that.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I have either. And honestly, when they're just like giving me a number, I haven't even gotten to the point to even know if it was vacant or not. So I would just
Yeah,
assume that
true, very
it
true.
was it was continue. This will stop sharing screen. Do you want to continue? All right, yeah. So I'm gonna take this over. I'm gonna do this. Share sound, stereo, share. All right, bet. So this right here is a lady that I talked to, and I think this was a pretty decent call. So let's get into it. Ricky?
Who?
Yeah, I was looking for the owner of 924 Crescent.
Me, I'm the owner.
Hi, my name is Dorian. I had a quick question for you. Have you ever considered an offer on that?
Yes,
Gotcha, gotcha. I see here that you had it listed with an agent. Is that
Hey,
still the
pause
case?
it real quick.
it was. Yeah, I took it off the.
So, when I first pulled that list of expires, I had in my head how my pitch would be to them. And since you got to it first, I was just listening to you. But I was always like, hey, are you still trying to sell that property on what's his name? I'd be very interested in buying it. Because right
Right.
there you asked her, like, hey, have you ever considered an offer? And she said yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And
That
then
was the first time I ever had that happen.
it's kind of like, dang, what do I say now? Like,
Right.
how do I pivot this to where I want it to go? Right? She
Right.
just said yes, and that threw off my whole mojo. So, yeah, that's how I would attack it. Those expires, like, hey, I saw you had this property listed. Are you still looking to sell it? Because I'd
Right.
love to buy it. Just so you add in that I'd love to buy it at the end, so they don't
Right.
think you're another realtor trying to list their property for them.
Exactly. Okay, I like that. And that was the first time. I'm glad you pointed that out because that was the first time that ever happened to me. And you could probably hear in my voice that I was like,
Yeah,
"Excuse me?"
yeah.
Like she took the question too literally. Like the question is meant to, would you consider an offer? But the way I worded it, have you considered an offer? She said yes. Like yes, I have considered an offer. So yeah, that threw me off. So that was a good catch.
The market.
Gotcha. Any specific reason?
Yeah, it sold twice, and the deals fell through, and I just got over it and said I'm done.
Ha, gotcha. I understand. Yeah, sometimes that could be very frustrating. Why did the deals fall through? Do you remember?
Right question.
They couldn't get the mortgage, the second one, and the first one. What happened was their time. No, that's all right. Their time ran out, and their interest rate went up, and the
Mm-hmm.
mortgage would have been $500 more.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so as far as the condition and everything, how have you done any work on
Hey,
it in the
time out.
past 5 years?
Before now, you probably could get this to like you might have gotten to it later, but as soon as she was telling you that her like their new mortgage kind of timed out, that kind of triggered in my head like, hey, do you have a mortgage? And how much is
Right.
that mortgage? Right?
Right. Okay.
Or was that they had to get a new mortgage on that loan to cover your mortgage? What kind of mortgage do you have? Now, of course, she
Right.
might not be open to tell you that, but um, excuse me, that would be a great question. Like, hey, do you have a mortgage? Let's take a look at it.
Right.
Excuse
Yeah, that didn't even come to mind, so I'm glad you pointed that out. And I don't think I ever even touched on that. Um, Again, I don't remember the call, but I'm gonna start paying attention to that. Good pick.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What'd you do?
Uh, well, the one bathroom has been updated with a walk-in shower.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a realtor?
No, so I work for a couple of home buyers in the
Time
area,
out.
and they're looking for.
Bam, bam. That's why you come in straight off like, hey, I want to buy your house because
Right.
she's talking to you normally. But imagine if she knew that you were trying to buy it and not just list it off rip. It might,
Right.
now, don't quote me on that. I don't know, but it might have changed. It
Right.
could have changed something. I don't know, but come in with that. Hey, I'm trying to buy. I know you've already dealt with an agent before, and it didn't go through. That's why I'm
Right.
calling you. I want to buy it. What's up?
Got you. And that's exactly, you predicted that she was gonna say that. That's actually hilarious.
property just like that one, to stick some renters in or to fix and flip. Excuse me. So they basically have me call to see where you're at with that and see if you're interested in selling it.
Time out.
Well, why don't you just go?
I love how you attack it because you attack it with complete open and honesty, right? You're not hiding anything. Hey, look, I'm the one on the phone, and I'm not the one with the money,
Right.
right? So I love it. Like I just bring it to them if it's something they want, then smooth, and also puts you on her team, which
Right.
I'm a big fan of. I want to be on the seller's team.
Right.
right? And you're having like from Jump Street, you're on her team, and you might these people might or might not buy that property, but that doesn't have
Right.
anything to do with me.
With our relationship.
Love it.
Exactly.
Love it.
Go on Zillow and look at all the photos
Okay,
and
I can do that. I
everything.
definitely can do that.
Put
Time out again.
the address in.
I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot.
No, go ahead, bro. That's what this is for.
On Zillow, well, on Batch, did it have the Zillow link?
It did.
Did you click on that to pull it up?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. I was just making sure it had that because I know some properties don't. But that's awesome. Also, too, if you didn't know, you know they have like the little calendar button next to the Zillow button.
Yeah.
You can click that and literally just tell them exactly when you want to add it to your CRM. So if you're on the phone call and they're like, yeah, call me in 3 days, instead of if you don't have an after call result for 3 days, you can just click that calendar button, click 3 days from now, and bam, they're already in the CRM.
Bro, that's so crazy you say that because literally today I had that issue. This guy was like, yeah, give me a call on December. Wow. And I looked at the call results. I had it 3 months, 1 month, 3 week. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's crazy. But
yeah, that's cool. You can just like literally press that button and bam, follow up on blah 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 blah, bam, set it up.
I'm looking at it right now. That's awesome. And back to the Zillow button, I actually started every time someone says that they're interested in selling, immediately I pull up Zillow because honestly, I like I said, I've been talking to a lot of people who are in rural areas, and I just want to get a feeling of where it's at, if it's close to a city, if it's out in the middle of nowhere, will kind of depend on how serious I take it. And then I also like to look at their listing because this is expired listing. So it's really good to pull this up because you can see what it expired at. So literally people will be like, yeah, I want 550. And then immediately right on the phone call, I'll be like, well, sir, I see that you had it listed at 420. It expired. I see it was on the market for X, Y, and Z. They already come down like that instantly just because I pulled it up. And I think that just saves time opposed to in the follow up, me coming back and being like, yeah, I seen it and I can just get it out the way right then and there. Like stop BSing me, man.
That's facts.
I
That's
see
facts.
the information here. So all right, continue.
Mhm.
And look at all the pictures and uh if someone's interested.
Also, really quickly, back to the Zillow thing, it just came to my head. When people say a house around the street was sold or listed for X amount, I have it right there. Stop lying to me. I see it. Well, prices in my area are selling for 500,000. Sir, I don't see anything over 300,000 on Zillow. Like
I don't see anything over there that even
that
thinks that that might be the case.
be the case. Exactly. So it's a nice little add-on.
I can show it. Right now I'm unpacking all I had everything packed and put into storage.
Mhm.
So I had to move everything back. And so you know where I'm coming from.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Sounds like a
So yeah.
Hey,
So
time
now
out.
I'm putting everything back.
I usually wanted to wait till the end, but where is this property located?
Seymour.
Get this under contract tomorrow.
Okay.
So
You
did
got
she? Did you get? Oh, we're gonna keep listening to it, and then we're gonna keep talking.
yeah. We should have this talk on Zoom too. Let's
And if someone's interested and they want to see it, I can show it, but I'm not going to pay no commission.
Okay, yeah. So depending on if everything works for both of us, I know that they usually do pay on the commissions. As far as this one, are you living in this one?
Hold on, time out. Pay
Gotcha.
on the commissions. What you mean?
I know I meant to say closing costs, but
Yeah, she threw you alley hoops.
she
She threw
did.
you alley oop when she said, "I don't want to pay commissions." Oh, don't worry about that. We will take the great thing about working with us is there's no real estate commissions. We'll
Right,
cover all the closing costs, every
right.
fee, whatever number we agree to. That's the amount that you walk away less anything, any kind of liens or mortgages that you owe on the property. So you don't have to worry about any extra fees. We take care of all that. So she threw you a oop and you swung and missed.
I did. I did. And
Are you
that was a
good? You
great
good.
pick. I'm gonna add that to the notes right now, but that just will make the follow-up call and the close
Even better.
that much
Bam.
better because I didn't mention
Bam.
in the first call, so I can really
Yeah.
sell it home.
Yeah.
Um,
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah,
all
you're
right,
gonna close this lady tomorrow.
let's get it.
Gotcha. Where were you storing your stuff?
In a storage building.
Okay, so you're just moving everything back.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean,
So if I
you
went
know,
to
it was,
them, I'm sorry.
I'm out.
I was getting ready to close and I moved everything out.
Yep.
I need to quit saying timeout so much and just listen to the phone call. But when she said she's going into a storage unit, that could have been a perfect trigger for you to be like, well, where are you going? Like where? And I might have missed that. You might have already talked about that earlier. You're shaking your head and you're smiling. So did I miss that?
No, you didn't miss it, but it's coming up.
Yeah, I was about to say that's why I need to shut up and just listen, bro. Look. If I say timeout again, say nah, wait, write it down, boy. Go ahead.
And then boom. I mean,
Yeah.
it cost me a lot of money, and I'm not going to deal with this anymore.
Gotcha. Yeah. Sounds like you're just looking to just get rid of it and move on, huh?
Well, I want to downsize to a condo, and that's my plan. And then the condo that I wanted actually sold, so now it's like, I don't care if I sell or not. If I get the price, I'll sell. If not, I'll stay where I'm at.
Gotcha. Have you found anything else?
No, I quit looking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if we came to you with a good price, what would you plan on doing from there?
If they want to buy it, I'll sell.
Okay. Where were you gonna go?
I will find a condo.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So how long do you think that would take for you to find a condo?
Great question.
I don't know offhand. There's a few that are on the market that I was interested, but I'm not worried about it until I got cash in hand.
Cash in hand. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. So is it just you that's in charge of the property, or do you have someone else?
Yes.
It's just you?
Nope. Just me.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So if we came to you with a good price, I know that they typically like to look at everything and they'll give me a number to throw back. If everything made sense, is there anything stopping you from moving forward, or all your ducks in a row?
No. Nope. I just have to repack everything, which I will tell you, I'm not going to repack everything until, I might have to rent back for a couple of weeks because I'm not going to go through this again.
Yeah, definitely. And I could definitely run that by them. There shouldn't be any issue in renting back, as long as the timeline makes sense for the both of you guys. So how much were you looking? How much did you have in mind for this?
Well, I did reduce it to $5.99. So.
How was that? Were you getting any bites?
Yeah, that's actually what it sold for.
Gotcha.
The first time it was $608. The second time it was $5.99.
And obviously you guys were splitting closing costs and everything, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Off of the bat, I can definitely see where they're at with that. But if you want us to pay closing costs, obviously you wouldn't be able to get the full $5.99 only because there would be closing costs that we have to pay for. So I could definitely run that by them and see where exactly they are with that. So when I go.
So next time, just to really get her down, we're like, yeah, $5.99, but that's what with real estate commissions too. So you're probably paying anywhere between 3% and 6% because most of the time the seller pays for the buyer's agent as well. So 6%, and then closing costs. It really the average to sell a house is between 10 and 11%. So $5.99, that's the price you're selling for, but you would walk away with much less than that if you sold it traditionally on the market.
Got you. Yeah, I tried to say that, it just didn't roll off the tongue as nicely as you just put that. Like you could see I tried to attempt to let her know that 599, yes, but you're paying X, Y, and Z closing. But I should have definitely delved in and explained why that was the case. And yeah, but I just tried to set expectations. So I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna take that. It's good.
On Zillow and show them the pictures, they look exactly how it is now.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Nice. Nice. How long have you been living in this one for?
27 years.
27 years.
Ooh,
Gotcha. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay.
ooh.
I
I
Pause it,
know,
bro.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
My bad. I bet you don't know what I was gonna say.
I thought you were going to say that I should have commented on the fact that she's been in there for 20 something years. And that's the whole reason I bought it up, was to build some, just that I didn't have to ask that question, but I wanted to just get to know more about her. And I didn't react to it. Like I should have built more off of it. And that was the whole reason I asked it to begin with. Like that's not a wholesale question. How long you been? I don't care. But yeah.
It's funny because you're absolutely right. That is nowhere near what I was about to say.
Oh, okay, okay. But
So you know how earlier I was like, hey, ask her about her mortgage.
yeah.
Well, she just told you that she's been in there for 27 years. So then that triggers in my head, what have you refinanced or do you own it outright? Because 27 years is a long time.
All time.
Like that, there's either a small, tiny mortgage, no mortgage at all, or you refinanced.
Right.
So and that's something that I would want to know because I have that sub two creative
I was gonna
finance
say
or
creative.
cash hat on. You know what I'm saying? So I want to
Right.
know everything so I can make it work however you have it.
Right, right. So I will ask her that in the next call.
Hey, timeout.
Yep.
This is a beautiful call. And I know we're
Appreciate it,
not
bro.
even done yet, but you're doing a fantastic job, bro. Great job.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, so yeah, next time we get on the call, let me see. You said you want to know how much of a mortgage she owes, if she even owes one.
Yeah.
Got you. All
And
right,
if
let me
she
continue.
refinanced at all.
All right, refi.
But you would only have to ask that if she says yes, she has a mortgage
Yes.
and the mortgage is rather large. If she
Right,
says she
right.
doesn't or it's small, then don't even
There's
worry
no.
about that refinance
Right,
portion.
right. Got you.
I understand. And I'm not sure if I have the right name here. It says Ricky.
That was my husband, but he's deceased and it's mine,
Okay. And I didn't catch your name. I'm sorry.
Connie.
Connie.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Dorian. If you didn't catch that, Dorian Stevenson.
Okay.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'll
All right.
definitely. What I'll do, Connie, is I'll get back to the team, see where they're coming at, and let's try to get something going here and get you into that condo. I'll give you a call back at some point this week. See if we can. What we
Okay.
can do.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Awesome.
All
All
right.
right. All right, Connie.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good. Goodbye.
Bro, beautiful call. Beautiful.
Appreciate it.
That was beautiful. So I mean now let's take a look at it. Do you mind sending me the address again?
Yes, sir.
So she says she wants 599.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to look at the pictures. Is it in good condition or does it need to be updated?
No, it's in good condition. If you want to add some like stainless steel appliances to it and get it like really good, you can. But honestly, it's like it's rent ready. From my memory, if I'm thinking about the right one, it's pretty much good to go. It's nothing like you're gonna need a full gut or anything like that.
Then see more.
Yes, sir. And the only thing that threw me off was she seemed to have motivation. This is why it's so weird. Like this whole motivation thing for me is like it's not black and white. It's like different strains of gray, or you know what I mean? So she's like, yeah, she gives me all these reasons that she wants to sell, but at the same time, I don't have to go. And like, I don't know if she's trying to convince me of that or if she's trying to convince herself of that. But you just gave me all these reasons of why it will work best for you to go. You're trying to downsize, you're trying to do X, Y, and Z. So
He sounded motivated to me.
Got you. Yeah, she sounded motivated to me too, but I'm just confused on why people say stuff like that. Like, I think that's just for us to pick out and see if we have a solution that could best fit them. All right, and I just sent that to you.
All righty, let's see what we got here, gentlemen and ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, excuse me. She said the pictures are on Zillow.
Yeah, bro, I literally saw them earlier. I'm pulling them up now and it's not pulling up. And I feel like I'm tripping, but I literally looked at them earlier. It's crazy.
It's on a decent sized lot though.
Yeah. Um, Maybe I'm thinking about a different property, but I swear when we were on the phone, I pulled it
How
up
does
and I
her
was like,
how does her old self cut this grass? She gotta hire
exactly.
a company to cut the grass. Ain't no way she cutting it. Like, that's a big lot right there.
It is, it's huge. I was looking
And
at
it's
it.
on a hill.
Hell, yeah.
The
So I'm a,
Zestimate is 560. But she said the pictures were on Zillow though. That's what she said.
she did, and that's my fault for not confirming. I thought that I pulled it up, but that's a learning lesson for the both of us, I guess. Because now we don't know what the condition is like.
Nope.
Because
I
I
do know
assumed
I do know that it's on a nice size lot. It's on a 100,000 square feet. How many acres is that? I'm about to look it up right now. Drop it in a comment how many acres 100,000 square feet is right now. And I'm gonna find out.
it was crazy. That was in the realtor test, so I should be able to tell you right now.
I know. You dang
It's 2 acres.
realtors, man. I'm telling you, y'all good for nothing, man. It is
It's 2 point.
2.38 acres.
Yes, sir.
So just off the top of my head, I don't think this would be a good rental. I think this would be a flip.
What,
That's
your
just what I'm thinking. Now,
what's your
usually
thought
when you
process?
get what was my thought process on that? So for one, when she said she wanted 599, I was like, ooh, that's over 400 grand. And it's in Tennessee. Probably won't be
Right,
a good rental.
right,
Now I just saw this. This is sitting on 2 acres. People aren't renting properties that big.
right.
Could be completely wrong, but that's just my thought process. The estimated value on PropStream versus the Zestimate on Zillow, two totally different amounts. And PropStream is saying she got one open mortgage with about 100 grand left. So based on what PropStream is saying, she refinanced in 2021 at 2.9%.
Hmm. Could be a good sub too.
The reason why I say I don't think it is because she wants 599 and this loan amount is 107. You see how the spread in there is super
Huge.
large.
Yeah.
So I think cash would be it. All right. So have you comped this at all?
Nope.
All right. So on PropStream it shows no comps. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna go to PropWire because I like comping on PropWire just because the usability of it is just it's just so aesthetically pleasing.
This guy. It's crazy.
Vocabulary, boy.
There's a couple comps on Zillow here.
And there's some on Mm. Yeah, that house is way smaller. So that's a terrible. So all these are terrible comps. You said on Zillow there's some?
Yeah, and I don't even see anything that even comes close to 5. Would she say 510?
So the house next door is on a way smaller lot. The house across from it, like right across the street, on the same lot. Oh, like the same lot size, just a little bigger. Hmm. That's cool though. Having that much land, that's awesome.
Yeah, facts.
I was talking about the one on Y Drive.
Oh,
It goes back and back forever. All right, so
oh, I do see that. That's insane.
we have no pictures, so we can only guesstimate. And let's say it's a pretty big house. How many square feet is it?
The house,
2,800, 2,800.
yeah, something like that.
All right, so just
Something
for
like that.
just for the cameras, what I'm doing is I'm taking the square footage of the 2,816 and I'm multiplying it by 40. And that's 112. Now, $40 a square foot is if the house is in shambles and it has to be repaired. I always do 40 because I just want to see what if I just did the whole high estimate, be 112. So I'm thinking it'll probably be $20 or less a square foot for this house. So 2,816 times 20, about 56 grand. So 60 to 70 grand rehab. We're just strictly estimating. We have no pictures to go off of. We're just
Right.
strictly taking a wild guess. So 50 to 60 grand. Now the typical flip formula is the ARV times 70 minus repairs minus your wholesale fee, right? So watch how low this number is gonna get. And it's gonna get so low
Insane.
that it's probably gonna be like, why am I even gonna call them and offer them this? So we'll just this estimate's 560. PropStream says 642. So we'll even do 642 like PropStream. 642 is not it. There's no way. There's nothing in that area that even
He's going, yeah.
is close to that. So 642 times 0.7, that equals 449. And even if we offered her 449 and she was at 599, do you
He
think she
was.
would take 449?
Probably not.
That's low.
It is.
Minus our 60 grand, 389. Minus we want to make 20 grand off of it. So using that typical formula, you need to be at $369,400. That ain't gonna cut it, bro. Between me and you, absolutely not. Now we can't put our brain in the seller's head. We can't make a guesstimate,
Right.
right? I would offer her 400 grand and see what she says. Now that's almost 200 grand less because she was offered 608. She had a contract at 608. You might need to start at 450 and work your way up. Because man, she's probably not gonna just go way, way down, you know? So here when you talk about motivation, so you remember that deal I told you I'm suing that guy right now because he basically stole the deal for $20,000?
Yep.
So let me do I still have that? Hold on. So I think I do. Still have the address. I'm gonna show you that address, what that guy bought it from, like what I got it at, what he bought it for, and then what he resold it for, because it's around this price range. So hold on. It's on Clendenin. So give me 1 second.
That is crazy. And I mean, I don't want to assume. I'm gonna ask her tomorrow, but if we were, the property has to be in somewhat good condition for someone to want to
Absolutely.
pay, yeah, 600 X amount for a property. Now, obviously, that's just an end buyer. Someone's gonna live in the property, but they paid top dollar for that, or they offered top dollar and fell through on financing, whatever the case may be. So we have to assume that the property can't be that bad. Now, of course, we don't want to give an move too far with just assumptions. We're gonna definitely ask her about the condition, um, go from there.
All right.
But
You ready, bro?
yes, sir.
So this estimated value for this one is $487,737. I got it at the amount of the payoff. So the numbers are going to be funky, but the amount of the payoff was 331,573. That was the amount. This property was pretty much turnkey. The people who bought it from me or stole it from me put no more than $10,000 into it.
Ain't.
Resold it for 434.5.
Mm,
So that's almost like 100 grand spread.
yeah.
They sold it 4 months, a little less than 4 months after they got it. And it was on market for a long time because I was watching it. Because I
Right.
remember the dude saying, "Hey, I got all your paperwork into the title company. When this house sells, you'll get paid."
Right. So you was watching.
I was watching. Hell yeah, I was watching, knowing that I wasn't going to get paid. But you know what? Let's see how far let's see how long this lie goes out. So he made 100 grand spread. So I'm guessing on this one, if somebody wants to make 100 grand. Now, also heard Pace Morby say one time that flippers want to make 10% of the sales price. So if it sells for 440,000, they want to make 44,000. Right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I would start at 450 and work your way up. And even if she gets you at 500 grand, I would tell her, I'm like, look, I don't want to force you out. I don't want you to start packing. I want you to give me 10 days to try to find somebody for this. Because she already knows you're like what position you're in, and just attack it like that. Like, hey, even if you have you ever done an option agreement?
Never.
It's an option to sell, right? So it's not a purchase and sale agreement. It's just an option to sell. I got 10 days for the option to sell this house at this price. Well, option to buy. I'm sorry, not sell. Option to buy this
Right.
house at this price. And you just find somebody who's willing to look at it. And at the end of that option, if you don't find anybody, you can go to that lady and be like, "Hey, listen, I talked to every single investor in that area and around, and I couldn't get anybody to touch it for that price. They kept telling me this price. Now you have another price to go back down to, but it's an
Right.
option to buy. It's not a full out purchase
Purchase and
and sale
sale.
agreement."
Right.
And I can send you a copy of those because I have one if
Yeah.
need be. If you can't get just a typical purchase and sale, and she's at a crazy number, ask her, be like, "Hey, do you mind if we do an option at that price? And I have 10 days to execute that option. I'll try my best to find somebody at that price for you."
Bet.
And she might be willing. She might be willing to go.
That's what we're doing. And that deal you just broke down was that was a perfect deal right there, bro. Perfect. Like you got it was turnkey. They owed just under the ARV, bro. Like that couldn't have been more perfect. That's just a shame that guy did that, bro.
Man, I know. I could have, and it's funny too, cause I was pretty fresh, bro. Like I didn't know any better. I had two people who were meeting me at the property later on that week, because that's in Maryville, Tennessee. Maryville, Tennessee is about 30 minutes from where I grew up. So I was gonna drive back down there but I couldn't go to the end of the week. But I had people lined up to meet me at that property. And this guy calls me. He's like, "Hey, look, we buy properties all the time. We don't have to do a walkthrough or anything. You can assign it to me right now for 20 grand." And if I would have known what I know now, I would have got that 20 grand. He just finessed it so easy. Like I don't think his intention at first was to finesse it.
Right.
But then he realized he's like, okay, I'm dealing with a newbie wholesaler.
Right.
I can just manipulate him in the next 10 minutes and have this deal and walk away. And
Exactly.
that's exactly what happened. I don't think at first he was planning on doing that, but it was like, hey, me being stupid and me being young and me not knowing anything. I heard 20 grand. I'm like, shoot, I'll do what you say for 20 grand.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
I'll shake
Let
a
me
little
know.
something for 20 racks. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But
And yeah,
I mean, sure he came up on 20,000, bro, but imagine or 100,000 because that's what he made. But imagine if he would have did it the right way and the ethical way. Bro, you're in the business to find deals. So this guy trying to come up on a quick buck and trying to do what he does, he's not a businessman. Like he showed
bro,
his colors too soon, and that's not someone you even want to work with, for obvious reasons. But
absolutely not.
but you the point of a wholesaler, we're supposed to have a symbiotic relationship with investors. So we're always looking for deals. We plug into their business and then they fix and flip. So it's a nice little funnel. And he's not a good businessman. Like he doesn't think long term. He thought short term. He made that 100 grand, and now you and your buyer are gonna go make 500 to millions plus. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Millions. Yeah, he blew it. But I mean, it
Blew it
happened. It
with the
happens.
wrong guy. You could have been a lazy wholesaler, but you're not. He blew it with the wrong guy. Like you're in this game to take it all the way. He blew it with the wrong guy.
Exactly. And he's getting sued too.
that too. That
So
too.
he's out on all kind of things because he probably could have bought like many more deals from me. Cause
Exactly.
I've come across many deals. Like I've wholesaled many that actually went through. So those could have went to him if everything went smooth.
Easy.
But it happens, bro. It happens. All right. You want me to punch in another call? See what we got.
Yeah, let's do one more, and then I gotta dip off.
Yeah, you gotta get ready for nap time, bro.
Nah, I gotta I'm helping my mom. It's election day today. And
Was your mom work for office?
she used to have some connects in the office or something like that. She used to work for a state representative or something like that. So she like volunteers for votes, and all of the paper votes come in this big bag for each county, and they drop it off at this one building, and my mom has to sift through all of them and do all this extra stuff. So she has me
Really?
going down there helping her.
Well, that's a good son.
I try, man.
Very good son, man.
I try.
All right, hold on. Hold on, brother. All right. Let's try this one that's a minute and 54 seconds. I wonder why
Perfect.
this one was so short.
Hey, is this
Hello. Do what?
Hello, I'm looking for Thomas.
What are you looking for him for?
That property on Baker Station. I was seeing if you could consider an
You
offer
cut
on
you
that.
cutting out. I can't hear you. What'd you say now?
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, that one's bad. We're not even finna do that. Sounds like some bad connection. And
That's why it was a minute.
we can't end on a bad connection call.
Hello.
Hey, is this Jay?
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, this is Johnny. Look, I don't want to waste your time, man. I was calling about that property on Lantana, seeing if you consider an offer on that.
What property are you talking about?
The one on
La la la
120
la la
Elevated
la la.
Lantana Road in Crossville.
No, that's one of my offices. No.
Ah, okay, okay. Do you have any
Who are you
single
with?
family homes that you're looking to sell?
Who are you with?
I'm with JS Property Investment. It's my own business. Pretty new. I'm just trying to get my feet wet and buy up as many properties as I can.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I do. I build them and re either rent them or sell them myself. Uh,
Okay.
everybody doing what you're doing is just trying to get them wholesale, and I can't do that.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, yeah.
looking for cheap house.
No,
I
it's
can't.
not. It's
I
not
can't sell.
necessarily. It's not. I'm not looking for cheap houses, man. I got a lot of years to look forward to, so I'm just looking for a good rental property.
Well, I got one at. Let me see what the address is. I get the two mixed up. It's either 35 Watkins Road or 53 or 23 Watkins Road. I'm probably going to sell that. My granddaughter's going to move out. We got to do a little work on it. It'll be.
Okay.
I completely remodeled it, but I had a boy go in there and tear some doors out, so I got to go get them fixed before I can sell it.
Yeah. Do you want to sell it completely as is, or do you want to try to get the most, like maximize it, so go in and dump a little
Well,
cash into it?
well, I don't know. I'd let you make an offer. Let's put it that way. I'll let you look at either way.
How much do you want for it though?
Huh?
How much do you
I'm
want
probably
for it
going to
though?
want. I would probably have to have cash in my pocket at least 125.
Okay. 125 grand. And is that with
And
it
I would
remodeled or
say,
how it sits
I
right
would,
now?
I would say if I put it on the market, you probably put it on for 145 and get an offer for somewhere in the 140 and pay the
Yeah.
realtor. So I figure if cut the realtor out, it'd be up about 130,000.
Okay.
You can't buy nothing but trailer houses right now for 100,000.
Yeah.
Can't even,
Yeah.
can't even find them hardly now.
No, exactly. Do you remember which one that is on Old Watkins Road?
Well, it's pretty easy to find. Are you familiar with Crossville?
I live in Murfreesboro, so I've driven through Crossville many times because I grew up in Oak Ridge, but I'm not just I don't know the roads by heart.
Okay. Try 35 Old Watkins Road. If you're looking on Google or something, you can look at it that way. And
Maybe I should just, instead of screaming, maybe
I
I
don't
should
know if
use
it'll have a fence
The
between the
fader?
driveway.
bro, maybe instead of screaming, I either turn it down real quick or hit like the 10-second fast forward. Think
True.
that'll
Just
work
keep.
better?
I was thinking about that. You gotta probably just keep your hand on the fader.
Yeah, because it depends on when they took that picture.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
screaming at it, I
Well,
gotta hit it.
perfect. I'll take a look at it, and if
Yeah.
it makes sense, if I'm around that one number, I'll give you a call.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate it,
Sounds
man.
good. Mm-hmm.
On a scale from 1 to motivated, how motivated do you think he was?
On a scale from 1 to motivated, he was probably a 4.
A 4.
What would you say?
Probably about the same. And yeah, probably about a 4. But that's where, like me, I still would want to throw him an offer. Like I'm that type of guy for some reason.
Yeah, but see, I feel like he needs an offer. I feel like
Right.
he wants an offer because
He
he's gonna
right. He
sell it.
was
He's gonna sell it regardless. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah, yeah.
So he's gonna sell it whether he fixes it up and sells it or sells it as is. Like once
As is.
his granddaughter moves out, he's planning on selling it.
Exactly.
So let's see. He said he wanted 125.
Yes, sir.
Um, and of course,
You put the address in the Zoom chat?
nah. You said, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it to you via text. Dang, I forgot you don't got an iPhone,
I
man. I mean,
don't
a
copy and
Mac.
paste it into the Zoom meeting, bro.
God dang, boy.
You got to do it on your other monitor.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Yo,
Dang
that is funny.
Microsoft users, man.
I think I might cop a Mac, bro. You might have convinced me.
Oh no, 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 no.
I think I just
Microsoft,
need to get a Mac laptop and then just get a PC like desktop type situation.
man, get you a Mac Mini, man. I'm telling you, bro. That's what I got. My desktop is a small little box like that that's powerful as hell. Get
See,
you a
like my
Mac
desktop,
Mini.
I'm a build my desktop
Oh yeah, see, you're a tech guy.
from scratch.
Yeah, you handle that. Handle that. And if you want to build two, I'll gladly take the other one.
Yeah, the John I'm gonna build, you could play games on that, John. I mean, do everything.
Just put some Mac, put the Mac system in mind, man.
OS on there, I can do that. I can do that.
Uh man, all right, let's look at this real quick. Yeah, I need the Mac system, man. I don't know what it is about Macs, but you know, I can work with
This
that.
joint is turnkey, brother.
What are you looking at it on?
Zillow.
Like, I can't get it to pull up on nothing.
I say the link.
Turnkey, brother.
Brother, yeah. He got fresh paint in here, nice laminate floors. Kitchen is but it's definitely moving
Yeah,
ready.
send me the link, bro, because I can't pull it up on Nathan.
I sent it. It's in it's in Zoom.
Yeah,
He
that's
got
crazy. Sold in
white
2022.
yeah.
And he said he wanted how much? 125?
Yeah, it was
It can't be this one. It gotta be like the next door one or something.
yeah.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, bam, baya. Oh, that's the one in Lantana.
Oh, I
Oh,
pulled up the wrong one.
nah. I think he owns most of those houses over there, but I think the one you sent me is 34 and I think it's 35.
Uh,
But I'm gonna put in his actual address and go to his link properties and see which ones he's talking about.
bro, I'm gonna need your help with a skit I just thought of. So I want to do like a little prop stream skit. Because my prop stream logs out so quick, bro, and I gotta keep logging into prop stream every 5 minutes. So I'm about to do a skit where it's like I'm on the phone with a seller and I'm gonna be on prop stream and then I'm gonna click off for 1 second and click on Zillow and I'm like, oh wait, let me go back to prop stream and it's gonna be logged out. I'm gonna flip out.
That'd be
um
funny. I like that.
yeah, so I'm about to have you on the phone acting as a seller at the end of the call. I'm about to have like a little shot of the phone on the ground because I'm about to check my phone
Yeah,
and I'm about to have you be like, hello? You still want to buy? Hello? You know what I mean?
that's funny. Yeah, I like that. Can you not change it, your settings? Because mine logs out after 30 minutes.
I think that's what it is, bro, but I don't
30
know, bro.
minutes
That
be
30
going too quick for you,
too
man.
quick, bro. Yeah, too. Imagine your Podio log out every 30 minutes, bro. Like, come on, man. That's insane.
I don't know. It's funny because I don't have a problem because you can either have the extend session or log out button. I usually catch it when I have the extend session. Okay, the
I
only
do,
35 is this one. I'll send it to you. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
but no, I do sometimes. I do sometimes, but it's just annoying. I don't even want to ask. Why are you trying to log me out, bro?
Yeah, no, like it's still me, man. Using the Zoom chat
But cause
like
I'm right here.
professional, like professionals. So
This is it.
that's the only 35 though. So I'm gonna have to call him tomorrow and verify.
Yeah.
And if he wants 125 for that, I'm sorry, I can't
I
do
was
it.
about to say, bro. I don't know if you saw me. I looked at it for 2 seconds. It was already nodding my head, bro. Like,
I can't do it, bro. As soon as I see that Zestimate under the price that they want, I mean, does the Zillow price, is it perfect? No. But if I'm buying a house, I'm gonna go look at the Zestimate, and if
that's
it's way
the
over what, like, if it's way below what I could buy it at, sorry, I can't do it.
exactly.
Can't do it.
First thing I saw was that Zestimate. Then I saw 900 square feet, and I said, bruh,
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
700 square feet. I'm sorry. Yep, 2-1.
The wrap. The property I was calling on was bro, how do you have all those? You know, you have a bunch of tabs at the top.
Yeah,
I can't do it, bro. I don't know how you do it.
I usually try to keep it simple, but while I'm cold calling and stuff, I hit the Zillow button. All right. Yeah, bro. I'm
Yeah,
usually
I'm gonna
better
let.
on that.
Nah, I feel you, but I'm gonna let you go, bro. I know you gotta go help the moms. Be a good son that you are.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Close it out. Close it out.
hey, we about to get out of here. So I hope you guys I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm looking at the camera now. I gotta my monitor is down here, so that's why I was looking down here the whole time. But I appreciate you guys checking this out. Be sure to follow Dorian on everything, subscribe to all his channels, all that. Like I said, we're gonna keep trying to pump these out. We're doing this tonight. We're probably gonna keep doing that at night and post it the morning of. So that's our goal, and that's what we're gonna do. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll holler at y'all on the next one.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Hold on. Say yes, sir, 5 more times, because I don't even know how to stop the recording, bro. I got this.
And this is staying.
Hey, y'all
Guys,
hey, bro, tell them something,
yo,
bro. I find out how to do this,
subscribe,
bro.
comment, like, all that. Dorian at
Like,
this door. Johnny.
oh, hold on. We can see our chat, bro. I gotta end it, bro. We tripping.